So this is Mr. Washington here for my AP World History. This is another interview that we've been doing, and I have Erica Black here with me, who has graduated from UCLA. Erica, don't feel any pressure. I know you mentioned some pressure as a minority student in the neighborhood, but I just want to ask you a couple questions. What were some of the obstacles that you had to overcome going to UCLA, coming from Inglewood?
So I had to overcome the fact that I was going to be like the only black student in my classes at UCLA. Like at Inglewood, like there were like black and brown students everywhere. But at UCLA, I was like that speck of black in the sea of vanilla. So I felt like I had the whole like black community on my back, and because of that, like I had to work 2 times as harder than like my Caucasian peers, because like I have to make sure that I'm going against those negative stereotypes that affect the black community.
Absolutely.
So it's like this idea of like double consciousness. So it's like I'm a student, but I'm also a black student.
What
a
brilliant answer.
So it was just like I had to be conscious all the time. Like I can't say certain things because I don't want to come off as an angry black woman. I can't, my vernacular has to be a certain way because I don't want to make it seem as if like every student from Inglewood talks this way. And then it's like I'm having to follow up with this idea of like, well, I have to be the model minority student, right? So that's dealing with like the Asian community, which was really hard as well. Like, and there was always like this meritocracy, like, well, if they can do it, you can do it too. So it was like all these different struggles that I had to like overcome. But overall, I would say it made me a stronger student because even though like facing adversities, like it was a lot, like I really like I overcame a lot of those things. Like I'm a first generation college student.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's like I had to learn a lot of things on my own. And through that, like I was able to like become stronger and like just really loving the fact that I'm black. Like
absolutely.
I love it every day.
You can see it, your Nubian flair, your hair. Absolutely, you get the whole thing now.
It's amazing.
Moving on to the second question from my students, the AP students. If you had to jump back in your time machine to the 10th grade, what would you have done different to be more prepared in terms of psyche, in terms of classwork, academic work, the whole gamut?
I would say one, you all need to apply to the Bill Gates Scholarship. Apply to the Bill Gates Scholarship. Secondly, I would read more. I would read more, and I would learn how to write better as well. I would read and I would write.
Reading and writing, wow.
And I will also learn how to effectively communicate with my teachers in regards to asking for letters of recommendations. Because you're going to come back to Mr. Washington one day during your senior year, like, I need you to do a letter of recommendation for me for this scholarship app. But how can you go about doing that? So I will learn how to definitely utilize my resources better in regards to my teachers, in regards to reading more books and writing, working on my writing skills, because you do a lot of writing and reading in college.
Right, absolutely. Now,
and build upon my critical thinking skills.
What an awesome answer. You said critical thinking skills. You want to go further with that?
Definitely. So a lot of times, like, the answer won't necessarily be given to you, but it's like, how can you create like your own answer?
You said the answer won't be given to you?
No, it won't.
You said it's all about evidence, in other words.
It's all about evidence. And so how are you going to, like, you're trying to tell me something is true, so how do I know that's true?
Right.
You have to effectively know how to communicate that, and that's important.
Right, absolutely. And then we're going to move on towards our last question, because we know y'all having a great time amongst these students. Which struggles did you overcome? We're obviously over by Morningside, so we got the ambulance going on. These are some of the struggles we go through even trying to do our classwork. But let's finish off with the last question, saying, what would you tell my AP students parting in terms of some of the adjustments they're going to need to make, how they could get better, how they need to improve themselves to graduate from a top 3 school like UCLA?
An adjustment that you're going to have to get used to is competition. Like, you're definitely going to have to fend for yourself, like, and find a community that's going to support you. I was a part of the African Student Union, and I had tutoring, I had the Writing Center program. Look at those outlets to help you, because no one's going to lead you there. So you have to be a self-advocate for yourself. Wow. Because when you get there, no one's going to necessarily tell you, like, here you go. Right. You have to advocate for yourself. You're selling yourself to an internship. You're selling yourself to that job. You're selling yourself to, I need this tutoring position. I need to fight harder to, like, take on this leadership role within this club. Right. So you have to really, I encourage you to really build upon self-advocacy as well as study abroad. Get out of America. Wow. Look at another country, the way they operate, because that would definitely give you a different perspective on, like, education and just your personal self-growth. And most importantly, go to the counseling and psychological services if they have it on campus. Go to counseling, talk to someone, because you're going to need it. Wow. Self-care is important.
Wow, that is awesome. Spoken from a true professional. I've watched Erica Black go since she's been in the 10th grade. She's matriculated into this awesome awesome woman, and I hope you guys could only dream to end up like this. Thanks, Erica. You
No
have a great
problem.
day, and dap me up.
You too.
Peace out, girl.
Bye.